You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
That's a little mix. What's up, everybody? You have to work. You have to turn to the left, to the right. Yep. What's up, everybody? It is Fashion Friday, and you are joining us here at Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411. I'm your host, Courtney Stewart, and I got some new faces in the studio this week. One you haven't seen in a while on Fashion 411, one you've never seen on Fashion 411, and still lovely all the same.
Aw, thank you.
I've got Stephen Lemieux in the house.
Hey guys, I am Stephen Lemieux. I'm your fashionista son Claire, basically the white guy in the
All right.
He had that ready to go, y'all.
He literally printed it up.
He printed it up and wrote it down so he would have a wonderful intro for you. And sitting next to the lovely Stephen Lemieux, we have DJ Jesse J. What's up? All right, so normally, Stephen obviously has watched the show, so he had his intro ready to go. So I'm going to change it up a little bit this week. And
been waiting years for that.
Because we have new guys in the studio today, we want to know what you're wearing. So Stephen, what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a very moose-bouge black shirt. It's V-neck. It's tight-fitting, to show off my physique, and jeans.
Okay, and where would you find such a fashionable V-neck fitted shirt?
Calvin Klein.
You're a Calvin Klein.
I'm a Calvin Klein guy.
You're a Calvin Klein t-shirt guy.
You gotta rep the Tommy Hilfiger undershirts, but you gotta get the Calvin Klein good shirts.
Good info for our guys out there. What you got going on today, Jesse?
I got a popular demand hat on, rocking with a this jean jacket that I actually got for $12 at a vintage store.
I kind of love it. I see some little rips in the back,
Yeah.
and there's a lot going on there.
It's delivering.
And you're rocking some accessories.
Yes, accessories with an Ilslander shirt, New York brand.
Okay.
So
You guys can check it out and do what he does. I'm rocking an outfit myself because I'm not
loving
naked.
her outfit. I'm living for Courtney's
I'm wearing
outfit.
clothes. Believe it or not, it's LC, Lauren Conrad by Kohl's, this jacket, which I'm obsessed with, and it was like $12. I'm full on budget this week. Yes, and I usually hate her stuff because it's usually cut for like short mini girls, and it's very floral and pretty and prissy, and it's just not my style. But I love the jacket, and the skirt was Target, so I'm...
Wait, that's not a set outfit?
No, I put this together myself.
Oh, she did that.
And the
She got
t-shirt
it.
is foreign exchange because I like their t-shirts because it fits well and it's soft.
And they don't shrink.
They don't shrink, exactly.
That's what you need.
Because you need length. I'm a tall girl, and I hate when my t-shirts shrink up, and you'd be like, okay, my belly button's showing, that ain't cute.
That's why. I used to be so into the Foot Locker. Like, you get like 5 t-shirts for $20.
Yes.
But I don't know what kind of thread Foot Locker be using where
They don't
you
use
get
thread.
you put the shirt on, and then all of a sudden you wash it once and you have a half tank top, but then you all of a sudden are wider.
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't.
weird.
It doesn't
I
work.
think they probably don't pre-shrink their stuff. Like, sometimes it's nice when companies, especially with jeans, they'll pre-wash or pre-shrink them so you don't get too much shrinkage the next time around.
The more you know.
The more you know. All right. Speaking of what we know there has been lots going on in the streets this week, and we had some ladies out and about town doing a lot of different things, so we're going to talk about it a little bit. First up, we've got Miss Jessica White, supermodel extraordinaire, who was celebrating her birthday this week, and she was out on the town going to get her eat on at Craig's Restaurant in Los Angeles, and she was rocking this sheer skirt and top from Laquan Smith's Spring 2014 collection, and a matching neck piece, and $850 black Gucci horsebit sandals. Would you guys want to hang out with Jessica White rocking this outfit?
I like
Yes.
the shoes.
You like the
She
shoes?
looks pretty sexy in those shoes.
I like the outfit. All right, here's the thing. I like the outfit because it's cute. It's cute. It's fun. It's young. It's sexy. It's very in right now.
Is it just me, or does it make it look like her chest is like a foot lower than it should be?
Oh.
It does. I think that's more of the. Yeah, that's really actually kind of weird.
Because like I feel like the necklace should be a little bit more up, and like it should be a little bit more up for her chest too. Because I don't know. I mean, as a straight
love
guy,
the guy's
I wouldn't
perspective.
really like complain, but at the same time, be like, She got like a tall
Okay,
chest.
but taking her out of the clothes, I like the outfit.
Taking her out of
I'm
the clothes.
in- I'm into
Okay, you
the
think it
outfit.
doesn't
Sorry, here's the
work
gay
on
man's
her very
perspective.
well?
Remove the vagina. I like the dolly aspect of it. It's, I don't know, like I said, it brings some sort of, but here's my thing. Here's where
Here's
I
your
kind of
thing,
caused
okay.
myself to get quiet. So Rihanna just did this whole, she wore that sheer outfit with her ass out, and everyone's like, yeah, it's Rihanna. She is just slaying bitches,
serving,
and she
yes.
is just the new fashionista. My thing about Rihanna and what she's doing is I love Rihanna. I'm not hating on Rihanna.
No.
But I just feel like on Vogue, like Rihanna, what Rihanna's doing right now is she's giving hoes an opportunity.
She's giving hoes an opportunity, guys.
She is allowing females who would normally,
Not dressed like that.
yeah, an opportunity to show off their.
I ain't slutty. I
You think
fashionable.
it's okay?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you get a little bit skanky off of the lace and this complete
Yeah, I can
see-throughness,
see her
you know?
underwear.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Even if
now
it's
I
boy-
didn't even notice that though.
Yeah.
I think it's unnoticeable enough that like when you first look at it, and I
No,
think you can
it's
only
unnoticeable in this picture. In person, you definitely can see that.
Okay, Steven, that was your girlfriend. Would you want to go out with her in that outfit?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think it looks good. I couldn't really tell that it was too see-through from first looking at it. Now that I look at it, I can see the outline of her panties and everything. Yeah. I mean, it's hot. It's not like she's going to a library. She's going out for the night. It's her birthday. She might as well dress up fancy, and she might as well.
Oh, it
want
was
to
for her
have-
birthday?
Yeah, it was her
Little
birthday.
birthday
So you
suit.
want like
It
you
was
want
her birthday
she wants
too.
guys looking at her. It's her birthday, so
Yeah.
I'm down with it. The only thing is like, do you think there could be more balance with using like such black shoes and then having like a pure white
I'm
outfit?
so glad you brought that
Oh
up
my God.
because my biggest hate on this outfit is, well, the neck piece, which I just think is weird and just like a
It
piece
looks like
of
a
fabric sitting on her
snowball.
chest, like it's strange. And I hate the shoes with the outfit. I'm
Yeah.
fine with the shoes, but I just don't like them with the outfit. They're not delicate enough for what she had going on, and it just completely ruined it for me. So sorry, boo.
Like a white lace shoe would have been cute.
I think it
would've
should have
been too
just
much
been
lace.
the single strap, like nude sandal that's really in right now, and just left it at that, so that the bottom just looks naked, and that all we're looking at, because that's a lot of lace. Like you're wearing a doily, like
Literally.
a whole doily. So yeah. that's
Yeah,
what
I
we're
do like
seeing.
I like the Roman sandal look that people
Yeah,
have
just
been
not
pulling
Yeah.
off lately.
Yes.
But like if you're you can't do it with pure white. You got to do it with like turquoise and kind of stuff like that.
Change it up a
Yeah.
little bit. All right. Well, Jessica, happy birthday to you. You're still sexy, girl.
Yep.
Moving on. The biggest movie of this previous week was Think Like a Man 2. Came in #1 at the box office, $30 million. Congratulations out
Oh,
there
boy.
to Tim Story and that whole team. So there were obviously premieres all over town. There was a premiere in New York of this film, and someone we haven't seen on the red carpet in quite some time, Miss Tatyana Ali, came out to see the premiere. And she was wearing this Angelise Balek red strapless dress and electric blue Dolce Vita shoes and some messy sex hair. How y'all feeling about that?
What is that design on the shirt? Who designed this, Van Gogh?
No, what it was is they went to like the little bottles where you get the bottle and you get like the colored sand. And they just put it in a bottle and then they just
That's
took
exactly
that
what it looks like.
and put it on a dress.
Oh, see, I see Salvador Dali in this. Like, I'm
Some
like,
Dali.
where is this coming from?
You
Like,
guys aren't into the pattern at all?
I don't mind it. I think
I like the colors.
What was the event was for Think Like a Man 2?
Yeah, it was a red carpet premiere.
I don't mind it too much. I think it looks pretty good. It's very cutesy.
Mm-hmm.
How old is she?
She's like 35.
too old for that.
Too old for that, you think?
It doesn't scream maturity, but if she's going for like the younger look, I can see it. But yeah, it's definitely like it seems more like,
Interesting.
hey, we're having our baby shower, like we're doing like a bachelorette party. Let's dress all cutesy and just go crazy in Vegas.
Baby shower or
Baby
bachelorette
shower or
party.
bachelorette party in Vegas.
Hey, and then two birds,
That's a
one
very-
stone.
I mean, it looks like something that you don't care that it's getting dirty. You're just probably wearing it for the
Really?
Oh my
I don't get
God,
that at
I don't
all.
get that at all.
I don't get that at all. I feel like I get exactly what she tried to do with this
What
outfit.
was she trying to do?
Like, she's trying to be artsy and creative, and like this is like a sunset on the beach. I'm assuming
Okay,
that's what the
okay.
print is. I can't really tell what.
Oh, that's
that
a good.
picture
Like, I
is.
didn't think about the sunset because there's a little bit of yellow to the right there, and it
Yeah.
looks like ocean and mountains.
And yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what I see when I look at this.
Alright.
But it actually is very distracting for me, and I'm looking at her knee area versus her actual head. Like, it's I don't know, it's just weird. And then I'm looking like that blue on your shoe is not matching any of the blues in the dress, and this dress actually makes me want to just pick her apart. Even though I'm not mad at the dress, I'm not mad at it. It's just very busy in a non-productive way.
busy in a
I'm gonna just say that.
non-productive way.
But I like her hair messy like that.
You do.
I'm kind of into it.
Okay.
I think I have a different opinion just because I'm colorblind and I just probably am not seeing the same colors you are.
Oh, no.
I'm looking at it, I'm like,
I love the colors on this dress. I wish the picture wasn't trying to make a beach scene.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, that's interesting you say that because I'm actually not upset about the pattern at all. I actually think it's beautiful because it looks almost like it's hand painted on the fabric, which I kind of like that thing that's going on right now with the hand painted fabric. I don't appreciate the hemline of the dress and that it looks like it's almost a hoop skirt. And it's like lifting up weird, and I don't know if it's how she's like standing lopsided or what. That looks weird to me, and those shoes don't go at all.
No,
I'm not
okay,
offended.
I'm so
not
glad because I
offended.
thought you were gonna. Someone's gonna be like, "Those shoes go."
I don't mind the color, actually. Like, I
Really?
don't mind the contrasting blues. I hope you don't hate on me later for the contrasting blues that I'll be wearing tonight. But I don't mind the contrasting blue. My problem is that it's a very chunky, like, ankle strap / booty shoe that's weird. And
It looks
doesn't
heavy.
Make sense.
It looks
looks
heavy.
way too heavy for that dress.
yeah.
Heavy.
It looks like she's got like cement blocks on her feet when you compare it to, yeah.
Dang, cement
I don't
block
mean
I
shoes.
mean,
I
hey,
don't-
it goes. Maybe it goes with the outfit. Maybe
Some
she was
blocks
talking
to go
on.
from that.
This,
I'm just saying it
she's
looks
trying
like-
to show someone.
It
Put
looks
cement
like
at
she's
the
doing a
bottom of the
premiere for
ocean.
like a Disney show and she's like a
Yeah.
new star in a Disney show. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
Like, what's her name? The Zaldana girl.
Zoe Saldana?
Saldana?
Not Zoe Saldana. The girl who's gonna play.
Zendaya Coleman.
Zendaya.
Yeah.
Oh.
She should be wearing this.
Oh, I could
yeah,
see
I
her
can
in
see
that.
that.
for
Ariana
sure.
Grande should be wearing
I
this.
actually thought of Ariana Grande. I can speak English. Ariana Grande when I saw the dress. Like, oh, that would be a good look for
Tatyana
her.
should have wore this when Fresh Prince was out.
Interesting. That's harsh. But Tatyana, you're lovely.
But I love her.
Guess what, guys?
shit about everybody.
You talk, yes,
But
you
I
do
love
talk
her.
shit about everybody. But we're going to continue because we have a really big person to talk about shortly. But we want to introduce you guys to our guest who is in the studio with us today and going to be joining us later for an awesome interview. Her name is Ariana Pierce, and she's coming on in. We're going to get her mic'd up, and she's going to join the
Welcome.
conversation.
Take a seat right
on the
in the
couch.
middle and throw that headset on and you should be...
She is looking fabulous
loving it.
and getting
No,
all
it looks
set
good.
up. Turn it like cider. There you go.
All right,
We
your
got her
framing's up
in.
here, so you should be good.
So you're right on camera. So we're just talking about what's going on in the streets this week in fashion and what people are wearing and what people are doing. And we're going to talk about what you're wearing and what you're doing in a minute. So we're going to come back to that.
Awesome.
But next up right now, we have one of the biggest events that happened like yesterday because we're all obsessed. Well, I'm obsessed at least. Beyonce and Jay-Z on the Run tour
yes.
had their opening night in Miami, and Beyonce got on the stage, y'all, and she had some outfits going on. She is completely and constantly rocking the leotard in a new way. And in this little mix here that we have of her, she is wearing the sheer black lingerie as Atelier Versace in the black, looking
Hot.
hippie, beautiful, bootylicious wonderfulness. And then she's also wearing a custom bodysuit from Versace in their labels print, pre-fall 2014 leopard and Greek keys print, with a black beanie that's jeweled in the front. And then on the end there, she also decided that she was gonna put on a booty short denim romper thing going on that she got from Diesel with a heavy metal eagle belt.
Really?
And the embellishments are all scattered around. What did you guys think?
Are you really ready for what I'm about to say?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Jesse.
Actually, I'm loving the Diesel outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I
love
can't
it.
believe that that's Diesel. Actually,
Yeah, I didn't know. I wouldn't have guessed.
I looked at multiple places to confirm, and the 3-4 places that I saw said it
Wow.
was Diesel
Diesel?
for sure. Because when I first heard because I thought Versace did all
Right.
of the costumes, and when I saw Diesel, I was like, "Are they sure?" And I looked a couple other places, and it was
for
still
sure.
claiming Diesel. So
I love it because it's different for Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've seen Beyonce in something like that before.
Yeah.
Beyonce's getting older, so
it's more mature,
Thank
right?
you.
Right.
Yes.
It's more mature
Now-
look.
this Versace piece at the bottom, like if you were filming Standing on the Sun music video,
you are
sure.
doing too.
I don't want to
much.
see that recreated on stage with the band, whatever headpiece that is. Like, it just looks weird to me. She's too old for this. Like, Miley Cyrus had something on like that in her tour. Don't compete against Miley Cyrus, personally. And then the top one. This is the one that I criticized yesterday and got shitted on for criticizing it. What are you wearing a stocking on your face like that for? I get it, on the run. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like you went into Payless and put on the stocking caps and was like coming around the corner like, I've been drinking. I've been drinking. You know what I mean? Like, and I love Beyonce, but the thing is like, you're too grown for that. And I get it, where she's trying to promote, like, I'm, you know, in my 30s, or I want to tell people I'm in my 30s, and I'm with Jay-Z, and, you know, I can be young, sexy, and fun. I get that. But, like, this is young, sexy fun to me. That's beautiful,
yeah.
gorgeous. And it elevates you. Now it's like, are you, girl, you trying to be Rihanna? Like, Rihanna had that thing with the Bazaar on the Bazaar magazine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not Beyonce.
Jesse!
Sorry, I'm
fire!
sorry.
Turn his microphone off, and I love him, and I always agree with him, but I'm firing you. How are you feeling about it?
I don't know. In my mind, Beyonce can do no wrong.
Amen,
So I just
girl.
love her. I think I'm one of those fans where anything she puts, I'm like, okay, she looks great. I love it. Of course, I wouldn't personally get up there and rock that. I love the Diesel one, like you said, but you know, in my mind, Beyonce can do no wrong, so I love them.
Amen. Steven, you real quiet.
I mean, Jesse just went ham on
Sorry.
this.
Went ham on her.
Yeah. I like the Diesel outfit. It's very kind of Dukes of Hazzard. I'm from the South, so
Yeah,
I can
me too.
dig that. And then she's, I don't know, I can dig that outfit. It's very I don't really like the jacket too much. Or I know it's like
We'd
a
have to see it
leotard,
without
but
her.
yeah, it might be just a picture that is kind of messing with me with the sleeves. Bottom left, I feel like that looks like it's body paint. Like, it doesn't really look like a leotard at all. I feel like if you're gonna wear something like that, it should be more of like a poncho that's like kind of cut and slips down it.
He
So
said
kind
a
of
poncho.
no, dude. What?
Do you know what a poncho is?
Okay, like a cut-up T-shirt, like a really big cut-up T-shirt. I feel like
Okay,
that.
you think
like,
it should be a cut-up
Okay.
T-shirt?
if you're gonna do that design, like a design that's
Yeah.
that busy, you need to be like flowing. You need to be
Got
kind of
it.
like, you know, you're wearing
You
it.
want to see some movement. You don't
Some
want to just
movement,
like
yeah, just-
plaster.
And it gives imagination to the slenderness of your body, as opposed to just like, hey, I'm skinny and this is my body, and then you're like, okay.
Oh, I'm glad we can't see the full circle on it because she's so goddamn thin.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. I love having a male perspective in the studio. Okay, well.
What did you think?
I mean, let's keep it real. I'm a Beyonce fan in a similar way as Ariana. I mostly I can see no wrong in what she does, and overall I see no wrong in anything that was done here. Your haterade for the Atelier Versace like drives me crazy because I think it is the most beautiful like piece of lingerie ever, and I think that the idea is that it's supposed to be this like sexy lingerie moment, and to me, in terms of making it tasteful, if she turns around, her ass is out. Like, it is
Yeah, it's
booty
out,
cheeks.
yeah.
But somehow, because of the way they did the lacing and the beading across, like, so it's like the G in the back, G string basically, and then the beading comes across her butt, and it's like sheer.
So similar
it
to, like,
somehow made it right. Like,
Right,
I don't
right,
turn, when
perfect,
she turns
right.
around, I don't turn around and be like, can you cover your behind up? Like,
But you weren't hating on that. Like, I like
he
that.
wasn't a fan
but I'm
of the
talking about the
Atelier
No,
Versace.
I was-
He didn't like
sock on the
veil.
face.
He didn't
I don't
like the
think that's
mask.
good.
I like the veil because it goes with what she's doing.
Yeah,
it
the
goes
whole
with the
run,
video
right.
that she did for Superpower,
But it just
and
didn't
just
go with the
worked.
first 10 minutes
And
of the concert.
it goes with. I mean, she's been carrying this theme out because she wore a veil
True.
to the Met Ball,
She did.
and she's sort of carrying those themes over. And for that, I can respect that portion of it. Whether or not it worked with the concert, and there's been some critique of the actual concert itself so far, but I think it's opening night. Like, they're not going to get their full groove
Right,
right
perfect,
away.
right.
So that was the actual thing. People were saying it was too perfect. It
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
organic enough. Like, it wasn't enough natural interaction
Really?
between them. So yeah. But anyway, in the end, my favorite outfit is obviously the Diesel one because I'm obsessed and I think it's fantastic.
Do
And
you
she
know
wore
how many
combat boots.
changes she has?
She
With
didn't just
that?
have on heels. She had on combat boots, and I was like, "Thank you,
I
boo."
love
And they
that.
were
I
great,
love
but
that.
like it was a nice change. Not the biggest fan of the Versace print, just because I don't like that print in general. But
How many changes did she have?
she
do you know?
did. I think there were 2 other ones other than these. So she had a couple more, but these were the most talked about. But in the end, for me, everybody's trying to do the leotard. She's still doing the leotard. Been doing it since 2008, and it's still working for me, at least for concerts. So I was like, girl, you keeping it cool, and you still coming up with new ways to do
Yeah.
it that I'm not like. Can we
Right.
move on? Because everybody else I see, I'm like, can we move on?
Right.
Move out of the leotard phase. All right, so that's what's been happening in the streets and what's been going on this week. We're gonna
Diesel.
also move into Diesel, right? Can you make me one?
Can't stop
Right.
thinking about
I
that.
need those thighs first. But okay, so this week we also have a little bit of style news going on, some things that are happening. We reported to you guys a few weeks ago that Miss Lupita Nyong'o had signed a contract with Lancome, and we got our first look at the ad, guys. She posted it on her Instagram, and it was available for all of us to see. And momentarily, it'll be available for us to see in the studio. Lupita!
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Flawless.
Flawless.
can I wake up like that?
Exactly.
Like every morning, go Lancome, because
Right.
we discussed previously that Lancome's line wasn't really catered to brown skin.
Right.
So we were going to
Right.
be interested to see how
They would incorporate her.
they would
into that,
incorporate
yeah.
her, what they're coming up with. I actually want to try Lancome
Yeah.
foundation now, because I'm like, if
Her
they
skin
match,
looks perfect. If it can look like that, I mean.
we all want it.
Right.
So really, all it was for that was for us to look at it and be like, wow, she looks good.
Yep.
Congratulations, Lupita. Make that money, honey. Next up, Beats is becoming like freaking Target, guys. They are like the brand spot to go to for headphones, and they're always doing some kind of amazing collaboration. And this week it was announced they are collaborating again, and this week they're collaborating with Fendi. These headphones will be available by the end of this year in fire red, sunflower yellow, emerald green, blackboard, asphalt, and many more bold colors. Are y'all buying?
Hell no.
No.
No?
No,
No?
I love them.
What
You
No,
love
I
them?
mean Beats is like, okay, so I DJ, so like with headphones, Beats aren't really the best headphones because there's a program inside of them, so it alters your music. So as listening, you know, you're getting a good experience. So for me personally, they don't work as well as I need them to work.
Right.
But I mean, and it's all about the name Beat.
That's true.
Because do you know how many? I think I was on the phone
Yeah, I
with
have
Yeah.
like 2 pair of Beats already. Different kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was looking for headphones, and I was like, it's been years since I've actually gone out because I have a good pair of headphones.
Yeah.
I go out and I look at all these headphones, and I'm doing different tests. I'm like, these ones are $300 more just because they say Beat on them, and they're matte black.
Yes.
Right.
The hell? So, I mean, these are dope. Would I love to be behind the turntable rocking some of those? Of course I would. But
Would you put them on for play? Well, there's no way you can like do both. Like put something in your ear and then have the fashionable ones on top. No, I'm sorry.
Wear earbuds underneath your beats.
No, right?
Are you serious?
Don't
I
actually
know
have them
something
plugged
like
in
that,
just so
right.
you look cool.
like the Wizard of Oz. Haha, look at her.
Are you into the colors, Steven?
I mean, the colors, like, yeah, from a fashionable standpoint, Beats look great. They kind of give you a statement when you're walking around,
I
you're on the
agree.
subway, you're
Yep.
wearing Beats. I mean, it does. It's an accessory. Headphones are becoming an accessory
Yes.
that you will work with your outfit. Like my old roommate, he'd buy different Nike shoes. He'd have a whole shoe collection, and he'd have like 6 Beats, and you'd have to color correct his shoes to his
Right,
Beats.
to match the beats.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you
Yep.
know
Yeah,
it's.
that's why you
Yeah.
got those two, right?
Exactly. I was like pink and purple. Yep. need
So
both.
when you come from your perspective, Jesse, from like a technical standpoint, no, they're not going to be the best headphones. But at the same time, if you're coming from like a fashion standpoint, or if like I'm going to the club right now and I'm going to be wearing a headphone for some reason because apparently people wear headphones. I've seen it and it's like,
Headphones
what?
to the club?
No,
Why?
seriously, I've seen it and I'm like, what? But they do it. It's becoming less of an item to use and more of just something to wear.
And I mean, that's who they're marketing it to. And
Yeah.
that's who's
yeah,
going to
they
buy it.
know.
Yeah,
So
they know.
they'll sell really well, especially with the new colors. I mean, look at what Apple's doing. I mean, it's like that whole thing. I mean,
That's another conversation.
I'm referencing a different something else with Apple. Of course, if you don't know, Beats was bought by Apple, partnering together.
And y'all gonna only be able to buy Beats real soon for your
Yeah.
iPhones and all of your Apple products.
But Apple, with the whole thing, like they didn't necessarily change the iPod at all. But when they added 7 new colors, sales went up probably 40%.
Yep.
So
That's
you
true.
get Beats, people aren't buying them. You know, I don't like that color. Okay, now you have 7 new colors to try out from.
What color you getting, girl?
I like the red.
You like the
I
red?
like it.
Okay. I'm not into like headphones just because I'm not. I
If
don't
that-
want to wear these, but I would go for
I
the
would,
red
yeah,
ones.
me too.
I would go for the red
It's
ones.
trendy. It's hot right now,
Yeah.
and they go perfect, into the fall season. so
Yes.
I like
Tell me,
something like that.
does Blackboard let you like draw stuff on it in chalk? Like, can you do that?
I
Like,
don't know.
if you can do
Maybe.
that, that's pretty sick.
That's
I mean,
a
I'd be
good
down for
question,
that.
Steven. I'm gonna have to look that up
How
and
about we
find
get
out.
whiteboard? You just draw
Blackboard.
like,
That's
So you
cool.
can write on them.
Yeah.
Those look really comfortable too.
They look
Yeah,
very
actually.
cushy
Yeah.
and all that, but
Posh.
headphones are they're so big. Like what do I do in headphones? I work out. Well, I don't really work out.
You also do
but
Black Hollywood Live.
If I did, can we get them in Black Hollywood Live in purple?
I mean, if
That
you
would
pay
be good. Okay, well.
Sorry, my
like,
angry
well,
white
next
guy.
Moving
subject.
on,
Right,
next
next
subject.
subject.
It is time to get to know our special guest a little bit. Her name is Ariana Pierce,
Yes.
and I'm going to start out first, obviously, because we're a fashion show. We have to know, what are you wearing today?
Well, I am wearing Zara. My
Oh,
outfit.
yes.
Yes, I love Zara, and then I mixed it with Chanel. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
high and low. We
Yes,
love
I love
that
mixing high and
here.
low. Yep.
That's what we do.
I like your nails too.
Thank you.
I know you have to show
I'm
the
a nail
nails
polish
off.
company too.
Yes.
So I love getting my nails done with different colors.
I love it.
Amazing. So we're gonna get into that a little bit
Okay.
more. First, I just off the bat, just you are doing everything. Like, I don't even know where to begin. You're an author, you're a blogger, you're working with Vogue, you're working with Lucky, you have this great community organizations. What do you do? Like, what on a day, first day you wake up in the morning, what is a day like with Ariana Pierce?
Well, it's busy. I would consider myself a fashionpreneur to mix all those things together. And so entrepreneurship is my first love. That's how I started off. But when I wake up in the morning, I usually meditate, write a list out for my day so that I know what I'm going to do so I won't be crazy all over the place. Because when I don't, you just wake up, you're like, what do I have to do today?
Yep.
Run errands, you're just all over the place, and I hate feeling like that. So I usually write a list down, go down the list, and mark off everything that's important first. Then I go about my day. I mean, I ship out products. I'm making new products, new Superstar nail lacquer for our collection that's coming up, blogging at least twice or 3 times a week. So it's a busy day, but I keep a list, so I'm pretty organized.
That's always
Yeah.
helpful. Okay, so let's before we get into the nail thing, because I'm
Okay.
gonna have to go into that real quick. But I read you have something called the Billionaire Girls Club.
Yes, the
Okay,
Billionaire
tell us a little bit about that.
It was first. It was a club that I put together for young girls when I was about 17 years old, and so they didn't know how to eat at a dinner table, how to have proper etiquette, and so I taught them how to do those things. And we had different chapters, almost like a sorority, in different states. And so we just taught them how to, fashion, what to wear, a black tie event, just different things like that. And then I incorporated that into a blog, because men were starting to ask me questions. And I was like, well, why don't I make it for both people? So I just changed it to the Billionaire Club. And that became my blog where I shared my fashion, insight, what's new, what's hot, and what's to come.
Okay. Now I saw that you started this at like 16 years old.
Yeah, I did. Yep. At 16
Where
years
in the world did that come from at 16? Were you just like on fire since you were like 7?
Well, I come from a family of entrepreneurs. So, like, my grandfather was an entrepreneur, my mom. So, you kind of have that in you. I saw it around me, but I wanted to do something for myself. I saw them doing it. I didn't want to just, I love the family company. That's awesome. But I said, what can I do that would give me purpose, that will make me stand out and really help young people that want to be in business? And so that's how, I was really inspired to start a business so young.
Amazing.
I wanna ask something about
Yeah.
since you do so many different aspects of
Yeah.
being an entrepreneur. You have several businesses, several different things in the works. My grandfather is actually an entrepreneur, and
Okay.
you do things and you fail over and over and over again
Right.
until you succeed.
Exactly.
So what can you tell people who are listening, like, what is the one thing that kept you motivated through your failures, and what have you learned from them to get to where you are now with your current businesses?
Yeah. Well, like you said, you do fail over and over again, but I knew that what I had would work, because what I did in the beginning, okay, well, let's take the nail polish. I started that at 18 years old when I was going into my freshman year at Michigan State. And so I tried it out at a conference that we were having, and it sold out immediately. So I knew I had a good product, but it still took hard work to get that product into stores, to get it, for people around the world to know what you have. Because after your family buys your product, you need other people to buy, like after your friends and family, you need real people out there to buy your product. You can't just keep selling to the same people. And so after that event, I ran into challenges. Stores were turning me down because, first of all, I was really young. Going into these meetings, meeting with executives, they're like, you're 18 years old, you don't know what you're talking about. You made some little polish in your kitchen. What is this? We're working with these other companies. Okay, bye. And I was nervous. I didn't know what to say, but I had to realize that, my business is here to stay. It's a really good product. People love it. And I know from that first conference that it sold out. So I know I have a good, product. And then after that, I just kept pushing until somebody let me in the door. And when I got into it, actually, it was Michigan State University, the school I went to. They gave me a chance. They said, yep, put your product in the store and we'll see how it does. And I just built on top of that. I said, you know what? Michigan State has over 40,000 students that come in every year. It's selling out every single week. I know my product is good enough. And then after that, other stores started letting me in. So really, it was just going, and I kept going, and I realized I do have a good product. So that's what you have to do, if you know that you have something good and you really believe in it, just keep going until somebody says yes, and then you build on top of that one success.
And you kind of took a step back to look at the whole project, like, what am I not implementing?
Exactly. And so I was like, you know, what do I need to do? Do I need to be more confident in these meetings? Do I need to, you know, build my resume a little bit more when it comes to my business? Do I need to wait and hold off with, you know, with speaking to these big companies until I have a bigger company behind me, you know, or somebody helping me?
What's something that it taught you?
How to be more confident and really go in there knowing that, you know, that I can do it and that I have a good product. Like, really just being assured, I guess.
So basically you having the confidence versus the confidence in your product.
Exactly.
Okay.
Me having the confidence to go in there and speak up for myself and really say, you know what, this is a good product and you need it, and really convincing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
So who in your family, I mean, they're all entrepreneurs, who is like your mentor? Because an 18-year-old will not normally get the experience they need for production costs versus their markup value, and how to actually make a profit from an item, because a lot of people go in too deep, they make too much, they can't sell it, or they make too little, the demand's too high. So did you really learn that from your father? Like, how did you really develop these techniques to be able to do that when you turned 18?
I actually learned it from my mother.
Okay.
And yeah, my father's an entrepreneur too, but my mom is really into that, and her father was an entrepreneur. And so she taught me from a young age. She would get me books when I was really young, starting at about 11 years old. And she would give me kid entrepreneur books. How to make money while you're a child. So, you know, I would start the little lemonade stand.
Ooh, I need to get some of
and
those.
so it was on my level. So it wasn't too high, you know, like, you know, these books that I wouldn't know what they were talking about, but they were on my level, like how to sell lemonade. And so it's the same thing, you know, if you know how to sell that, then you'll know how to sell your product. And so she just constantly got me into reading, and she taught me, you know, you have to go out there, you have to push your brand, you have to market it, you have to see what you're going to do. Even though we have a successful business, that doesn't mean you're going to have a successful business. You have to work it. And so I think her really just pushing me out there and making me do my business, and not giving and not slacking on me, or I don't know the word, not letting me off the hook. Exactly, doing all the work for me. And really making me do it and dig, you know, into it.
Instilling into you the value of a dollar and the value of business. Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, beauty and nails, all of that is a very saturated market.
Right.
What was it about nails and nail polish that made what did you think was missing that made you say, hey, I want to do nail polish?
At that time, there were no nail polish companies that were matching the runways from Fashion Week, you know, the Gucci, the Fendi, the Kaufman Franco, those different people. They just weren't doing, they were just creating colors, you know, the pinks, the blues. And then another thing was there weren't any, well, at least that I knew of, there weren't any fast drying companies. Now you see a lot of them now, but we were one of the first people to do that, the fast drying lacquer that actually had color. Because in the beginning, what they had was, you had eco-friendly polish and fast drying polish, but it was very nude because they were very earthy type of people, you know, Whole Foods, which is awesome. But some people like a lot of color, like me. You know, I want the greens, the pinks, and they didn't have that. So I said, well, how can I incorporate the two where I have something that's healthy for your nails, fast drying, but matches the runway? And that's how I came up with the Superstar Nail Lacquer idea.
Okay. And so in terms of nails right now, what are you sort of seeing happening or want to see happening trend-wise on red carpets?
A lot of people, and one of my favorite things to do is matching the prints from the runways. So, you know, back in the day, it used to be, you know, you just put the Chanel logo on your finger. Now it's actually looking at the prints. So we'll take something like this, and we'll actually do the floral printing of this, and you put it on your nails. Or you look at, you know, the Chanel runway and how they had the tweed-looking outfits that were purple and lots of pink. You would do that instead of just putting, you know, the Chanel symbol, logo on your nail. So it's really getting into the prints of the season and putting that on your nail.
Okay.
How did you feel about that trend that was going on for a little bit with the stiletto nails, and then the girls would put the design on the outside and on the inside?
Oh, on the inside, yeah. I mean, it's
because I'm not a girl, so I don't really know if I would be into that. But I could see you getting like bored of just doing the top. You know?
Exactly. No, it was really cool. I even know in that movie Maleficent, right?
Oh,
yeah, she had the Louboutin inspired nail lacquer where it was red underneath when she, you know, she was holding her hands. So that's still a little popular right now. So that's cool. It just depends on what setting you're in. You know, if I was going to an executive meeting, I wouldn't have jewels all under my nails like, hey, you know, but if it's a fun event, something where it's real fashionable, we're having fun, then yeah.
So
I
it
think
can
it's
work
great.
for certain.
Exactly. It can work for certain arenas.
Okay, now are you good at doing your own nails, or do you have to have somebody else do it?
Yeah, I have to have somebody else do it. I just like to create the polish. I am not a nail artist. No.
And so where can regular folks find your polish and get
At superstarnaillacquer.com.
superstarnaillacquer.com. Okay, and people that may want to be involved in the Billionaire Girls Club
Yes.
information, where's information for
you
that?
can go and find everything on arianapierce.com.
Okay.
So it's all there. All the links to all the sites are there.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, well, fabulous. Well, we've been speaking about red carpets, and one of the things that we are celebrating here at Black Hollywood this week is the BET Awards this
course,
weekend.
yeah.
There's all kinds of crazy
Fun,
things going
yeah.
on, fun events, lots of nails, lots of fashion, lots of things going on. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a look at some looks
Okay.
from last year's BET
Ooh,
Awards.
Okay.
And we're
This
going
should be
to determine whether or not we think that these people should keep doing more of what they're doing because they're doing great. Should they do a lot less, or should they just go somewhere else entirely and try something different?
Okay.
All right, so first up this week, we have Nicki Minaj, who did her first sort of round of toning it down, so to speak, last year at the BET Awards. We've seen her recently on red carpet. She's darkened the hair and she's sort of toned everything down a little bit. But this was very sexy. There was a very cut out, sexy lace, long flowing gown, but she was still in the platinum blonde hair with the dark roots. And she was rocking a lot of the gold cuff jewelry last year. What did you guys think? Do you think she needs to do more of this, a little bit less, or she needs to do something else entirely?
I like it. Because I know that she's not going to be doing this consistently. But for the look, I enjoy it because it's different than what we've normally got from Nicki. The hair was very blonde. But I guess if it was dark, because I like Nicki with darker hair, but if it was dark, she'd be a little too more Tish Adams.
This outfit.
I like it too.
So
Yeah.
the blonde works for me.
Okay, you guys like the blonde, the black dominatrixy.
She's very Christina Aguilera, like mid-90s Christina Aguilera in this.
Except Christina wishes her body could fit like
Oh,
that.
yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, a little bit different body type.
Yeah,
but-
a little bit different body type.
I actually kind of prefer this. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Nicki Minaj in general, but like for fashion, like she should go crazy on the music videos, but like when you're like at an award ceremony like this, like we already have Lady Gaga, like you don't need to be doing that. So I kind of like this kind of more
Yeah, tone
classy
down.
look a lot more.
Classy. Who would you like to see her in this on the red carpet, do you think? A particular designer?
Diesel after
Yeah, I know, right? Diesel on everybody. Everybody wears Diesel.
Diesel done so me, honey.
Right. I like that, yeah. Let's go with Diesel.
So I go with Diesel?
Yeah,
They could
Diesel.
come up with something.
Right, they could.
That might
Something
be like a
fabulous.
good jumpsuit or something they could rock for her.
I'd like to
Maybe
actually.
Clover Canyon? Do you think that would be good? Because it's
that's
still
okay.
bright.
That's a patterny, like that would be
It's
very
pattern,
different for her
but
too.
She, she likes that.
That'd be a nice change.
Yeah.
I could see that. Okay. All right, next up, we had one of the more controversial looks of last year's BET Awards. It was Miss Meagan Good, and she was rocking this super deeply. Oh,
Well, we had
No, wait,
Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle
next.
Union.
okay,
first.
we'll do Gabrielle Union first. She was on the red carpet last year promoting Being Mary Jane, which will be back for her second season very soon. And she was wearing a sculpted to perfection Zac Posen cocktail knee-length dress and some black strappy sandals and the long, straight, flowing hair, showing skin, looking glossy.
Looks
Nobody
good.
seems very excited.
I mean, it looks like she's at a Mad Men premiere. I mean,
No.
I like it. I would maybe throw on a necklace or,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
type of accessory to.
Well, last year,
So she
what
needs
was
to do
it?
a little
Last
bit
year was
more.
accessories was not the in
Well,
thing.
yeah, it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
the end
maybe.
thing, but I don't
Maybe
go
not.
for that thing. Like,
Yeah.
if it doesn't work for you because you just look bare and boring,
Yeah.
then you need to put a necklace on, even if the trend is.
Maybe not anything, huge.
Yeah,
Maybe something little
you need some
dainty or
diamonds
something.
or something, girl.
is
I
it,
like it. I love
Yeah.
it. I would just.
is it
maybe
belling
throw
out at the bottom a little bit?
Yes, it's
Yeah, I
a
like
little bit
that.
of a
It
flare
kind
on
of,
the bottom.
accentuates her hips too, gives her more
Yeah.
of a curve down there.
Yes.
I
And
like
if it was
it.
too tight on the legs, it wouldn't look as good. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
she
like
tends
it.
to have a boyisher figure, so Zac Posen gives her some good angles at the hip and down at the bottom.
I
so
like it. I have to see the shoes closer up because I don't know how I'm feeling about them.
You're not
But
sure about them.
the dresses,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like
Great
it.
color too.
Yeah, very
Okay.
classic.
I would say I like it, and I just want a little bit more. Like, I need some more glam from her. Some necklaces or something. All right. Also up, I'm not sure who's next, so let's see who pops up.
It should be Meagan Good.
Meagan Good. All right. That was the controversial look of the friggin' year, and they're still talking about this girl wearing this dress. So she was wearing this royal blue plunging bust line Michael Costello gown with the high slit up the front and some turquoisey aquamarine peep toe heels.
Never understood why they thought it was so controversial after what we see Rihanna in, like.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
J-Lo,
the
I mean.
biggest thing was
Yeah.
that the award that she was giving was the gospel award. So
Okay.
that's when it kind of got like
Okay.
on the red carpet. And she's married to a preacher. But he's also a development
he's-
exec at a
yeah.
studio, so I'm just kind of
he
like,
works for-
But like
he's
even
in the
the,
industry.
even that, like that dress looks like something like if you're gonna be singing a gospel like in a music video or something, maybe maybe like tapered off here.
No, I see what you're saying. It looks like the choir
yeah, it
robes
looks like a
just
choir
ripped up a
robe.
little
It's
bit.
got the flounce. It's got
Just a
I
little
like
bit
the
lower.
tail. It looks good. I don't understand the
looks fine.
controversy. Yeah.
Oh man, he said you'll be singing in that. All the gospel people are like, Lord, no.
I like it.
I know they're like.
I'm
don't-
saying you need to
I don't
taper it
love
here
it.
because while you're going like this, it might
It's
come
cute,
out.
though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I personally didn't love it. I thought her busts are too big for the dress, and it didn't. To me, it doesn't look
Yeah.
complimentary for her bust line. I think she needs a little more support.
And I actually feel like the bust should have been covered a little more and actually show a little more leg.
Leg, it
The
should have
leg
been the
looks
leg.
a little lower cut than it should, right? Yeah.
Because she's a pretty short girl, so well not.
No, but it
short,
would've made her
it would have made her
appear
look
more
longer.
taller.
Yeah, and I just feel like the boob thing, it just made her boobs look like smushed and longer than they needed to, and I wanted
Yeah,
to
like
lift
she
them
has
up.
like Mimi from Love and Hip Hop boobs. In that.
Yeah.
It's a VH1 reference.
So maybe a little less out, a little bit different, and we. I'm so mad you said
I feel
Mimi.
I have good energy. Meagan Good's gonna give it this year.
You think she's
Yeah,
gonna give it?
I think she
What do you
is.
think she's
I
gonna
think
give?
it's gonna
though?
be black and white. I don't know.
Really?
It just
Well, the
came
year
to me.
before she wore
Maybe.
all white because she had just got married, or she was about to get married, and she had the like long, flowy, like beautiful white.
Yeah, I
she looked
remember that.
with
It
the
was
long,
great.
wavy hair.
Yeah.
Then she cut the hair, and now she's got this like short blonde bob,
Bob.
thing
It's
going
so
on, which
cute.
would
I
be
love
real
it.
cute. I don't know.
Yeah.
What colors are in right now? Like for award season?
I don't.
Is
feel
there
like
anything
there
kind
is
of in
anything
right
super
now?
in right now because it's early in the season.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere that's saying like everybody's gonna be wearing this
Yeah,
color.
this
This,
color, no.
like,
Nobody's
yeah.
made the statement yet.
So what does
No.
that usually mean? Most people try to play it safe, so we'll see a lot of blacks and whites.
Well, it's a BET Awards. So
Yeah, I think a lot of black and white. Black
Yeah.
and white is really hot this season.
Yeah.
So I
In
think so.
general.
Yeah, just in general. so.
classic is gonna work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find
Yeah.
out. All right. Next up, last up for this category, we got Janelle Monae, and she surprised us a little bit last year because she wore an all-white suit instead of black and white, and she actually
the
had
heel.
some feet out. She had some strappy silver sandals on. So, what do you guys think about this, and whether she should do it again or do something else?
I like it, but I don't think it goes with the BET
Are we
Awards.
bored?
What?
Are we bored?
Why?
You don't like it for the BET Awards?
I mean, I'm bored of it because it's like she gives us the same thing every time, but I get it because it's her look and it's,
Right, like her signature.
It's
Right.
very
Yeah.
French. It's very like to me. I think it like looks like you're a runway in Paris.
hey, well, I mean
I'm
that
mad.
shits on
That's-
everybody else.
All right.
You're the most
doing
stylish girl
okay.
there.
I'd rather be on a runway in
Right.
Paris than in New York or California or Florida. So,
Right.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just.
and I'm happy she did the toe thing. It was like a subtle change to her normal look. So maybe we're gonna go in a new direction, but without jumping and selling out. I don't know. I've liked what I've seen from her fashion-wise after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Me
felt
too,
like
it's
this
changed.
was a
Nice little
way for her to kind of open up.
change it up. I thought about it just because I know that her fashion is very much a part of like her personal philosophy and like not wanting it to be sexual and
yeah.
you know that kind of thing. So I was thinking, I'm like, what could she do? Because I'm bored. Like I want to see some. I want big hair from her because she's got this
Yeah.
great natural. Like I would love to like throw out some hair and maybe still wear a pantsuit. But like, give us this skin. Like, don't give us no boob. Like, I don't need all that. But like a really slick pantsuits a la Jennifer Aniston does great pantsuits sometimes. I would love to see something in that realm that's not quite so tuxedo button-down shirt,
Yeah.
but still very chic and very clean and just a little sexy. But like sexy because there's hair and because there's brown skin,
Right.
but not because like she got cleavage.
Right.
Because I'm the pinup hair and I don't know. She had an ad though in her CoverGirl ad. I think
she
she's
did.
got her hair
Yeah.
out, and that was cool. But yeah, I'm kind of bored. All right. Last but not least, somebody that we are keeping our eye on at the BET Awards this year because she's been changing it up and doing some things, and she's performing this year. She's got a new song out, Miss Jennifer Hudson. In her video, she's a little sort of hood girl, like sexy. She's been doing a lot of sexy, been posting pictures of her bikinis on Instagram. What y'all think she should sport on the red carpet? Because I personally don't think she's been hitting it every time. Even though everybody's like, because everybody's like, oh my God, she looks so great. And it's just because she used to be large and now she's skinny. So everybody's like, oh my God, she's skinny. So everything looks amazing. And it's just not true. At least not to me. But what would you like to see her rock? She was at the BET Honors wearing this little
to see her rock?
skirt suit and bustier top. But she had on black tights. And I was like, what?
I'm not mad at it, though.
You're not mad at the pantyhose?
No, I'm not mad at even. I'm kind of I don't know how I feel about ruffles with her, only because I feel like she was a bigger girl, so it's like now you want to showcase this body. The ruffles kind of puts you back into that. But maybe that
That's
puts
a very
us
guy
in
thing to say. It's a cute little peplum.
It is
It's
cute.
Not a ruffle.
No, I know it is a little bit of a. It's a little
He was like,
ruffle,
no, that's
but. Because honestly, I'm imagining this outfit without that ruffle and maybe dropping the cleavage just even a little lower and giving her a sexy pencil skirt type.
More cleavage.
Yeah, because we don't expect that from Jennifer Hudson. And here's a girl who made a complete change with her life, who went from, I mean, when we go back to what Jennifer Hudson used to wear on the red carpets, to now she's capable of putting these outfits on where it's like, oh, like I think Jennifer Hudson, in order for her to kind of make a staple in entertainment, because she makes splashes, but then she sinks.
How's she gonna sell this song? What she gotta put on?
She needs to pull. Remember when Toni Braxton came out wearing the damn scarf?
Oh.
On the Grammys? The silk scarf? We all remember that, right? Right?
He's like on the handkerchief, like looking.
goodness.
The gray thing, and they just had them two straps on the side. And everyone was like, Toni Braxton, menopause done hit you hard, girl. But you look good. I want Jennifer Hudson to deliver that.
So glamorous, but like super sexy.
Yeah.
That's super sexy.
Yeah.
That's super sexy.
Like, don't come with no damn net on your head or nothing like that.
Can we please start talking about the veil? It is not a net or a pantyhose.
I just want Jennifer Hudson to fully commit. Because she bashed on Beyonce for being too sexual and all this stuff. And then she came out with that music video.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, girl, what was you hating on Beyonce for when you got this in your video? But I think she's in a place where she's still a little insecure about her body, but she wants to show it off. And it's like, girl, show it to us. Give it to us.
Yeah, give it 100%.
I want to see that from Jennifer Hudson. I want to see the confidence in Jennifer Hudson and believe it when I see it.
You want to see the confidence, Steven?
I mean, I
like, I don't know if I want to see anything.
I don't know.
Really?
I think she looks good in that. I think that's a good outfit. I'm not complaining. I don't know what I'd put her in. I mean, I'd say if you're really gonna be confident in like being slim now, maybe just do like a slip dress. But even then, that's not like award.
No.
That's not an award outfit. So I don't really know what I'd put her in. I'm not up to date on the current fashions enough to
to be like, I want her in this.
I want her in Versace and like that poncho. She needs to wear a poncho. I think that's what we.
Poncho, scarf.
Oh,
Poncho
goodness.
and overalls. That's the killer.
What?
I'm kidding. It's a joke, Jesse. All right.
I was going to be like, they ain't never going to have you on this show again.
Turn off the microphone. Oh, right. All right, so in conclusion, I think we want to see some confidence for Jennifer Hudson. Maybe a little bit of tech. I agree. I think that she should be in like Mariah Carey, Whitney sort of sphere.
More classic.
And just classic, glamorous. Like we need to see her glamorous, because my complaint about her on the red carpet has been it looks cheap, and it looks like she's trying too hard.
You're basic.
Oh. So
I just wanted to be.
you're trying too hard, but you need to try harder to be better, I guess.
She should wear what J-Lo's in on the cover of J-Lo's album.
Mariah Carey,
yeah, because that's what she gives to me.
Yeah, like and
very
granted,
classic type of woman.
yeah, because Mariah kind of fails on the red carpet often, but
Yeah.
like putting her in that sphere of your big glamour, like you
Right,
should be
just
big
glamour.
glamour.
I agree.
I'm sticking with that. I say the outfit J-Lo wears on her new album.
Oh my God.
On that cover.
Oh my God.
That red.
She would look crazy showing up at the BET Awards just like that.
She's like, Steven, no. All right,
I'm
guys.
shutting up now.
Well, we're going to wrap it up. We will obviously be talking about what actually goes down on the red carpet. We will be there on the red carpet on Sunday. You guys check us out online. We'll be talking about it next week. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Miss Ariana Pierce, for being here. Where can all of our listeners and fans that want to know more about what you're doing find you? Are you on Twitter, Instagram? What can we find out?
Instagram and Twitter at Ari the Heiress.
All right. And Jesse, where can we find you?
Everywhere at DJ Jesse J.
Stephen Lemieux.
You can find me being the angry white guy in the booth for BHL shows or on Twitter at Stephen Lemieux.
And you can always find me, Courtney Stewart, on Twitter and Instagram at Stewart Starlet. And don't forget to follow us at BHL Fashion 411 for pictures from the show. Find out what's going on. Go to iTunes, download us, rate us, let us know how we're doing. Tell us if you want to change anything, because we're always trying to change it up and keep it fresh for you guys. And for all those of you out there, thank you for joining us, and just keep it stylish, baby. We'll see y'all next week.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.